Who are the girls of the Golden West?
Well, the girls of the Golden West are the two female characters. One is 25, the other is 70. The main character, whose name is John Quincy Adams II, no relation to the presidents. His father just thought it would give him some tone to name him after the presidents, and then put the second so they might think he was a nephew of John Quincy Adams. He's 95 years old, and the University of Texas sends up a young woman who's 25 to do an oral history. This is 1971. We're about 5 years away from America's bicentennial, and everybody is stirring around to do things for the bicentennial, books and interviews and all sorts of festivals and programs. And John Q gets caught up in this with this young woman named Annie Baxter, and they go around together everywhere. Well, finally people in town decide that he's fallen in love with this girl 70 years younger than he is. Well, he likes them thinking that, so he plays it for all it's worth. And he has a son who gets worried because the old man is rich. He's inherited a great deal of money from his father, who inherited it from his brother, who was murdered. Both of them were murdered. So John Q's son knows that back about 40 years before, John Q had sort of disappeared for a couple of years and had gone off to California. And he knows that John Q had fallen in love with some woman in California. So he hires a private detective to go out there and find her and persuade her to come to Texas to save John Q from this femme fatale. And those are the two girls of the Golden West.
Did you borrow that title?
I stole that title. You know, there's a well-known opera by Puccini that says in Italian, "The Girls of the Golden West," and I don't do Italian. Then it was made into a movie, or a movie was made. I'm not sure how close it was based on Puccini, with Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald, called "The Girl of the Golden West." So I hadn't meant to call it that till almost the end of the book. But, you know, California's the Golden State. And both these young women are from the West. One's from Midland and the other's from San Francisco. So they are the girls of the Golden West.